What's good, superstars? Back with another digital collecting video. You got Superstar Joe. You got Superstar Bones in the building. How's it going, Bones?
Boom! How's it going, man? Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Is that where you've been? You've been at the gym just practicing hitting the bag. One-shot knockout. If you guys didn't watch the fight today, pretty controversial fight between Tyson Fury and Francis Ngannou. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the outcome. Not going to give you any spoilers here, but if you are new here, do not forget, become a superstar. Smash the subscribe button down below. Hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post. Whenever we get Bones on the channel, you want to have that bell on, so you can be first in chat. Also, VIP membership, $2.99 a month. Hit the join button underneath the video. You're going to get a star next to your name, but those stars come with perks, entries into our SUP at the end of every single month. We got a couple days here until the end of October, and then we'll be doing some giveaways for people who are in the VIP program, but also people in the SUP, completely different programs. VIPs also have access to a star in the universe at the end of every single month. You can follow us on X, follow us on Instagram, and Discord link is in the description. You want to be in the Discord for the SUP, for Star Boys related stuff, and now for VV utility. We're starting to bring out some VV utility. You got to be in the Discord. Make sure you got that Discord link on tap. Also, let's talk about the SUP a little bit detail. If you're a VIP member, you get some entries into the giveaways. If you mint Cryptoys with our link, we're Cryptoys ambassadors. Link is in the description. You'll get entries. If you buy any merch, link is in the description. You'll get entries. If you don't win, don't worry about it. Half of your stars, half of your entries from the purchases that you make will move on to the next month. So we're trying to incentivize you to win at some point. And you don't have to do anything in the next month if that's the case, if you didn't win. So let's see how that goes. Also, who wants to be an millionaire? Bones, you got busy at the wrong time. We are in the final five.
Wrong place, wrong time. Unfortunately, I was unlucky, but you know what? The top five, I'm happy for the top five because they are all VIP. Amazing. They're VIPs. They're all VIPs in my eyes. Superstars.
Yeah. They are long time superstars. They're all very supportive of the channel. They're on top of it, and they took this contest very seriously, and we're still going. I'm trying to schedule it for the first Sunday in November there. So I think it's the 5th or something like that, or the 3rd, whatever it is. I think it's daylight savings time, the day that it changes. So, I mean, everyone's going to be really tired. So it's really good. It works in our favor, but live stream video, and it's going to be around 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern time. So we're trying to schedule it for that day. If you guys are trying to plan your weekends ahead and you want to see the Millionaire contest, this is going to be a really fun one. This is going to be really interactive, really fun. We're hoping to have some special guests on. It should be a good one.
So in order to, the top five have to be seen their face on camera. Is that what you're saying?
There are some parts of the finals that require that. Yes.
Okay. Wow.
I mean, you can wear a mask if you want.
Okay. Yeah. That's true. Kind of like
that's fine.
What's his name? Jag. I know. Jag.
Jag wears one. Yeah, I think Brock wears one. A bunch of people wear them. Nice. But yeah, we're okay with the mask. It's fine. Okay, so let us go through the news quickly. I know Bones is your favorite part of the video. Yesterday we did 25 minutes of news.
I love it. Yeah. I was so happy as I saw the red bar keep on going. I'm like, wow, this whole video is almost the news. This is fantastic. This is my favorite video.
Yeah, which is almost sad because the end of that video is really important. Like that's a big game-changing utility on the channel that we're doing, and this is the video right here. Superstar Money gives VV Collectibles utility again. If you don't know, we have 2 utility programs right now that we're running for VV Collectibles. The first one is Club 424. Rob owns the dinosaurs, the blue and beta, and he's had everybody list them at 222.2 K on the market, and then whoever does that is going to be entered into a raffle to win a Star Boy. Very bare bones, very easy to enter. And yesterday I broke the internet letting people know that I bought the secret rare airdrop James Bond poster.
I don't get it.
Posters. No, I hate Bond, but that is the collectible that I am running for the utility program.
I am shocked. When I heard this, you just opened up old wounds. It was healed. I believe there was still a little bit of scarring. It was healed, but you just cut that wound right open, and I'm shocked that you use this as the utility. What was your thinking behind this? I really want to know.
Listen, I don't have any attachment to any particular collectible. I mean, I'm a Donald Duck fan, but the Donald Duck, I feel like they did it dirty. They did the lenticular, then they did the double FA. It's not one that really, if they did it like a colored Donald Duck or even a golden moment Donald Duck by himself, that might have been my thing. But because it's not done properly, I don't have the attachment, and I really don't have attachment to any collectible. I've had a partner statue, I've had a Todd, both are gone. I don't have that attachment to something in the app. But the one thing that I cannot stop thinking about is this Bond airdrop poster, which I should have been given, but I had to go and buy it for 57 gems. So I'm going to come up with something for it. But right now, November 1st is the Club 424 utility. So if you have yours listed by that date, you'll be in the raffle for a Starboy. Then the Club James Bond airdrop poster will be following that. It's going to be another Starboy giveaway for that one. But that one you're going to have to hold the Starboy. So this is the new thing. You're going to have to hold the Starboy and have the collectible. So you might as well get a Starboy. I think they're like going for like 15 Matic or something like that around there on the OpenSea. And as long as you have one of those, the reason you need that is because some of these giveaways we do, we're just going to want to dump them in your wallet when you win. And that's an easy way to do it. If you hold the Starboy, we know your wallet right away, and we can just drop in any prizes that you win. But at the same time, we can verify, like Veve, you can't verify anything right now. So we need to verify who people are at the same time, right? People can just take screenshots of their account and say this is them.
See, and this is the cool thing about Web3 is that you could add an outsider, someone not even involved in the project, could add utility to anything. And I feel as this industry progresses, this is the type of things we're going to see. And maybe those lost, forgotten projects, I don't know, maybe like the Looney Tunes from Nifty's, maybe someone will come along and be like, hey, there's some Tweeties. Hey, you have some Sylvesters. Let's add utility. Let's bring the community together to projects that have failed. And maybe that'll bring a spark into maybe Warner Brothers or someone at a company to say, hey, there's a huge community here. Let's reignite this. You know, like things like this is something you can do because it's on the blockchain, because it's Web3. You can do things like this. And this is fantastic.
Bones just sparked an idea for me, guys. If there is any collectible, any project, anything that you guys want to provide some utility for, hit us up in the DMs and we'll make it happen. We will make it happen. We'll figure out a way to provide utility for that type of project, whatever you're trying to do, because I think that that's a great way. Like you just mentioned, that's a great way to get people talking about the space. And you know how we always talk about, like, I want people to come into the space, new people, and the way they're going to come in is by understanding what the collectibles do for them. If you tell them all you can do is take pictures, or they don't do anything yet, not really the biggest sales pitch. But if you tell them, oh, I have the chance to win this because I hold this, I feel like you're starting to get somewhere. And I feel like with all our brain powers combined, we can figure out some real cool utilities. Maybe you own a shop. Maybe you want to be like, okay, I own the shop. I want to provide utility to this collectible. Let us know. We're going to make it happen. We will make it happen. We will verify with the Starboy project. That's what I want the Starboy project to be. I want it to be a utility verification. That's like a big long-term goal for me. But I think like there's other things obviously that we're doing with the project. We're giving away Million Omie. We're going to do other giveaways, other crazy stuff planned that we haven't even announced yet. But yeah, really, really like that idea. And Bones, I think you get credit for it now.
Yep. I think we should maybe do a Discord little channel and see, let's get some projects. And I think a lot of the Veve fam were in similar projects. And, you know, there's some similar projects that maybe didn't go too well. So I think it'll be a good little chat for sure.
I like that. We're going to do it. We'll set it up.
Cool.
This morning, did a nice live stream. Could have left it at that, you know, but we had to have the double video, especially when Bones said he would come join me. My daughter was on this morning. We opened up some Cryptoys, Mickey's and Friends. Her worst opening of all time. I don't know if it was because Poof lost his phone for a little bit. He didn't have the button that he was pushing in the background, but still a really cute video. She loves doing it. She actually was the spark. I was on a walk with her. She said, I want to open Pluto. I said, okay, we're going to do it. Let's go. Not her day on that one, but we got to unwrap a couple, which we don't always get to do with her. And I don't know. I love doing it. It's one of the things with the Cryptoys that I really enjoy is that there's that unboxing experience because that allows me and my daughter to have that bond and that fun time together when we are unboxing. So really, really fun.
One of my most favorite series for sure is with Superstar Giada for sure. And yeah, like that music in the beginning is just like a music that you just love. And I can see kids just like loving that music, the opening, the experience, the animation. So it's like, yeah, it's family friendly and it's fantastic. And yeah, that's my favorite series. I love it.
I'm going to have to start to teach her some other IPs because right now running out of Mickey cubes. We think we only have 3 left. And then it's a bunch of Star Wars, and we max minted again yesterday for the BOGO for the Star Wars V2. So yeah, we're going to be starting to do. I think tomorrow we're probably going to unbox a bunch of those. But yeah, it's been a really fun time, and especially with her. Like honestly, one of my favorite parts of the week, just unboxing with her.
Yeah, it's cool, and I think Dino did one too with his kids. So that was awesome.
Very cool, very cool. Then further to that video, we had a little bit of trolling going on in that in the comment section. I mean, some pretty nasty stuff said. So put out this tweet here, basically just saying like, guys, don't go and harass your content creators. People are going, making videos, making content for people to enjoy and love, and especially on the weekend, like trying to put a video with my daughter, maybe make somebody smile, and you come in with a negative attitude, and just because you don't like a project or you don't like something about it, like no place for that. Honestly, no place for that in the space. Tomorrow we're doing a live stream. That's a perfect place. Air your grievances. Come on the live stream. We put the link in the chat. You could come up. You could talk to us, and we'll have that conversation there. Or you can just type it in the comments, because you're probably way more comfortable doing that anyways, and we can talk about it that way. But tomorrow there'll be a live stream, and you can come talk to us there. But don't do it when my daughter's on the camera. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
100%. Yep. Not
ridiculous.
Cool. Not cool.
Speaking of that, VV utility, made a little graphic today. Gonna start doing these because I feel like it's more of a visual. People will get it, and you'll have an understanding. I know we got a lot of audience on Twitter, and we got some on YouTube. I'm not sure how much they're intermingled. I'm sure there's a really big overlap, but I'm sure there's some people on Twitter who don't hear about it, or maybe they don't catch the video. So I'm gonna start doing this. I know, Bones, you retweeted it for us. If anybody can retweet it, we want to start to build this up, like start to get some VV utility for some of these collectibles. Make it a little bit more fun. Maybe it'll spark the market a little bit and get people holding rather than just flipping and selling. So something we're trying to do, to make a little bit of an initiative here. Maybe the other content creators come together, start to come up with similar things, and that's how we make this grow. We got to do it ourselves.
Such a great idea, and more and more people can do this and add utility to the VV collectibles in just all different ways. It's so cool. And then if there ever is some sort of trading function or something again, then things. If the trading function came back, if they worked it out, things would pop off. They would, because they would be you could invite so many new people, creators, content creators can start doing giveaways again. Like, it would spark something in the community. So hopefully one day it could happen. I personally don't think it's in the cards, but you never know. Actually, I think Alex said that it's not off the table. I actually asked him this at Bob Sales' birthday, and he said that it's not off the table.
Very good. No, I mean, I think even like you mentioned, just the giveaways itself, or if you can like earn a way to give away a collectible, or you can only give away collectibles up to a certain threshold price, something like that, just to make it fun and onboard. Like why not? That's the one thing that you can do. Give away some free stuff. Like, let people give away some free stuff. All projects. I know, I understand like legal and blah blah blah, but like, let us give away some things to the fan.
It's true, and I actually caught up on some of the old videos the past couple of days, and I watched the one with the Discord mod, and I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea that they were giving away VV collectibles on drop day. Yeah. If you go on the Discord, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I know. I mean, a lot of people look to Twitter as their main information source, but I think that the Discord is actually like the place to be for VV. I think you got most people are in there. I mean, all the people from Twitter are in there, and on top of that, you got the fam there, and they get together, and they're almost like their own little group because they've been doing it. But I mean, I think they're very welcoming to new people coming in and joining the mix. So if you were going to be going look for somewhere to enjoy the drop, I don't see why not. Why don't you go there? I think today or yesterday they did one for the Iron Man unboxings.
Yes.
So like, people were unboxing on camera on Discord.
I watched some of them for sure, and I'm in so many Discords that VV is one that I definitely have neglected because I'm just that list on the side is so long.
Overwhelming.
Yeah, it's over. But VV, I need to go in there. I think I'm only level 5. So I and then you unlock different channels, right? And you get those arcade coins. There's like a whole economy in there. So I definitely want to get in there. I'm going to be more focused on VV. I think.
We didn't even know about that until 3 days ago either. So don't feel bad. Bones, there you go. There he is. The superstars always talk about utility. Once the star boards were created, it was easy to see. They will practice what they preach, become a superstar. That is absolutely the reason why we made the project, and we'll continue to provide utility in any ways that we can. Even just holding a star boy is utility in itself, because now you have access to channels on the Discord that you wouldn't if you don't hold one. And those channels are going to provide you how much to list something for to be entered into a raffle. Just so many things unlock. And I know not everybody's for Discord, but get in the Discord. If you have one Discord, get in the Superstar Money Discord, because it's going to be the hub of the space. We're covering as many projects as we can. We have more interviews lined up. There's so much that we're planning to do, and we want it to be that place where you can go, because you can't go to VV's Discord and talk about HRO, and you can't go to HRO's Discord and talk about McFarlane. You can't do that. But here you can talk about them all.
And this is why I believe I'm number 2. I'm number 2 who joined the channel, because I knew that it's going to be a utility-based subscription. And even if it's not, look at the content. You need to support these guys. Come on. Sarah's number 1, right?
Yeah, Sarah's the OG VIP.
Yes.
If you're going to mint any Cryptoys, there is that Darth Maul drop, the Volume 2 Star Wars. We have a link at the top of our description. It helps the channel. If you do use it, let us know in the Discord. That's another place, because you let us know there. You get entries into the giveaway at the end of the month. And hopefully you might win something just because you were going to do it anyway. Now you have a chance to win something else. That's what we want to do for you guys.
And that Darth Maul animation is cool. I saw some of them. He's jumping around doing his twirly with the lightsaber. That's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, no, really, really cool. Okay, so let us talk about basically the meat and potatoes of the video here. Yesterday, I'm going to give a shout out to Omie Daily Burn. Was on his live stream for a little bit yesterday night. And we're talking about mint sizes and all these different things about Veve and these other projects. And we know Cryptoys has like 30,000 mints for their drops. I think sometimes more. I think the Motus might be 40,000, depending on how many characters there is. There's 10,000 per character. So really, really high edition sizes. Then you have Veve, which is all over the place. They have some that 60,000 comics, and they have some that have 1,000 comics, and there's like in between everywhere. And collectibles, they vary depending on like years that they were made in, and all this stuff. And then we have tags. We have first edition on Cryptoys. We have first edition, first appearance on Veve. And it just got me thinking. We're talking about it out loud yesterday, and I was like, okay, whenever they started this, I feel like there could have been a way better way to do this. I mean, especially if you had the idea of having first editions and first appearances and all this stuff. I feel like that is only good if you have additional appearances and additional thing, because then you create that want for the first one. Like, sure, like I feel like you have to have like first edition, and then there should be a second edition. Like that should have been the plan from the beginning. So maybe you come out the gates 500 editions, even if you had super demand, even if you had like 10,000 people demand, you come out with a first edition. Then maybe the next week you come out with the second edition, and then you might get to that mint size that you have now, but you have a special subcategory or subset of edition size. And when it comes down to looking at that, that might be what like Pokemon has first edition cards. We see first editions on a bunch of different collectibles in the real world. You got the Batman, the Todd statue, which is the first edition that was made, and then they made additional editions. It still looks the same, but you have that first edition that was numbered 1 to I forget if it's 5,000, I think, for the Black Todd. And but I just feel like the whole point of having editions is that you're going to have subsequent editions, and I don't get the vibe that will be happening on Veve or on Cryptoys. It might. I think we've asked in both AMAs, and both have said, yeah, that could happen, but I still don't. I don't feel like that is the plan. Maybe if there is a huge influx of people, that might be the plan. But I just feel like to give the stuff value that is there now, why didn't we come out the gates with smaller edition sizes and then come out with a subsequent edition? Even you might still end up at the same place, but at least you start to give some value to those editions. What do you think, Bones? What's your thoughts?
It's an interesting idea. Definitely. We see it in Quid. Quid has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 editions, right? Of all collectibles. They have insane, right? Amount of, they're not even mints because they're not minted yet, but I would say actual digital collectibles off chain. Now that begs the question, right? People are probably cringing to hear you say this, Joe. I'm telling you right now, because I'm saying that, like, if I have an R2D2 and all of a sudden they say, hey, we're going to drop a next R2D2 with another 500 edition or 1,000 edition, second edition, right? So let me see. The R2D2 that came out it's under is it 1,200 editions? The actual animated one? It's like around 1,200, I think, or 1,400. So let's just say that. Yeah, okay. So let's just say they're going to do a second one. That's a 3,000 edition R2D2, the exact same one, but it's second edition. Everyone, that thing is going to be, people are going to be outraged. There is going to be uproar in the streets. There's going to be picks. There's going to be fire torches, and people are going to lose their minds. I think it is the wrong move to do it. They would have to come out the gate, like you said, with lower additions from the beginning. So let's just say like a common is 500. You know what I mean? And then you could say, okay, the second would be maybe 800. But yeah. I feel like it would have to been in the plan from the beginning, because now to do it on the reverse, I think would just cause chaos in the streets.
Oh, you know, I absolutely agree with you that people will be upset if they do it, but I think they should have done it. I think they should do it. I mean, they could even come up with an entire new line. This is digital collecting here. They could just be like, all right, this is the premium section now. We have the premium, and now we have the premium. The soon and the soon. Now you got the premium. You come up with an entirely new line. This is the premium, the best of the best that we ever had. 500 editions, and they're going to be multiple editions. And just stay with me here, all right? Bones, listen to this.
No, hold on a second.
Okay, go ahead.
I just want to say something. Yeah. Before you start saying it, I'm going to be the devil's advocate here, and I'm going to say that if if they came out with something like this, you know what people are going to say? That's lazy, just like the posters. They're lazy. They are lazy. They're just adding more mints to the same collectible.
Then
They
don't
just
call it
slap
first
it on and
edition.
being lazy.
Call it only edition. Call it only edition. All right.
Only edition. So what? That's the new. That's the. Okay.
Call it the only edition. But listen,
Okay,
all right.
go.
This is what I want to say, because a lot of people who would have gripes with having a second edition or third edition, they are the same people who want comic book collectors who want to go after the first ever Amazing Spider-Man #1. They want those guys to come into Veve and buy the not first edition. They want them to buy the first digital edition now. So it's not the same thing anymore, because they're not buying the actual first ever print of that comic. They're buying a subsequent print. And for you to want them to buy that, then you should want people to come in to buy the second edition of what you have. You get what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. I just think
I know that you know how it will work. That's
Yeah,
why you're thinking,
I get
how will it take off? But what I'm saying is that that's what needs to happen. That's what should have happened. And that's how it could have been done the best way, I feel like. Or, you know what else is a good idea? Say you want, let's talk Cryptoys. Say you want 30,000 editions. Say you want 10,000 Darth Vaders. And say you only sold, what is there, 4,000 of the commons?
I think so.
So let's say 4,000 of the commons. Let's say you sold 2,000. Cut it off. First edition print is done. Anything further is now a second edition. You gave value to the people who first bought, and now anyone else buying, and then you cap it still at 10,000. So when those people come in, the new people, they're getting second edition, but you're valuing your people who first invested into your platform, people who have been there early. Now they have something a little bit more premium. The edition size came down for their first editions, but now the next packaging has second, third edition. What do you think about that, Bones?
You are a smart man, my friend.
Well, are you listening? Man. Are you listening?
Yeah. That is actually the way to do it. You are very smart. That would be amazing to do it that way. That would add value to the collectible, and that is amazing. That's a great.
Think about the advertising and the sales for that too, because now you're saying, listen, if you don't get in by this date, you're getting a second edition, you're getting a third edition, and I'm sure that in the background they know how fast these things are selling, and if they come to like a snail's pace, you put that out there. You say, listen, this is closing off. And then anything further is going to be second edition, or anything for like until this date, it's going to be second edition. Then until this date, third edition. I just feel like kind of you're playing with people's minds, even if the second edition run or maybe you only do a second edition. So anything after that is second edition, but the first edition is first edition, and it rewards people. When people come here in like 5-10 years and they look at it and they're like, oh, what's the first edition ones? Those are the first ones that ever sold. They're going to have a little bit more value, and it might not be the same number that you wanted, but at the end of the day, you hope that maybe it works out. I think that's something that could change the game. And I'm just gonna be honest. These thoughts are just processing as we're speaking. Like you're pulling this out of me, Bones.
Yeah, and we didn't talk about this prior. This is something that we're just literally thinking about. And you know what? With Cryptoys, that is definitely something that's even more interesting, because there's the gamification, because there's the statometer, and because there's going to be upgrades. The first edition and second edition, they can have different levels of certain upgrades you can do with them. So yeah, so in regards to, because there's the gamification and utility, that is actually a great idea. Then go looking into Veve and just saying first edition, second edition. The only difference is the value. The only difference is that the first edition is going to be valuable and the second edition is not. Now I'm just saying that right now, but we don't know in the future what kind of utilities the collectibles will have. But we know that Cryptoys is going to have utility. Yeah. And so most likely that first edition will yield higher rewards than the second edition. So yeah, great idea.
So we're on the Spaces yesterday, or the YouTube live, and Dr. Strange had a great idea, because we were talking about how Veve, now I'm going back to Veve, has a bunch of different sizes of edition sizes. So I think they really got to start to utilize this burn function, because we're starting to see their entire marketplace be saturated with different amounts of mints and all this stuff. Like, burn the stuff like crazy. Let people burn. I know IP don't want to burn your stuff, blah, blah, blah. Sell it to them like this. All right. You tell them, listen, we're going to let them go crazy and let them burn everything, but tell them you are burning a first edition print. All right. There's 60,000 Marvel Comics ones. You burn it. You're burning a first edition print. Just tell them that. And then you let them burn it. You say, if you burn this, you're going to get this next copy of whatever. Let's say first appearance Wolverine, whatever you're on the whitelist. If you burn 1,000 Marvel Comic ones, if you burn whatever, like, it doesn't matter what the combination is. Just start to incentivize burning crap out of these things. You want to burn them faster than you're putting them in the store. That's how I feel. And then if you don't like the number of comics that are left in the store, come out with the second edition, throw it in there, say, here, we had that many before anyways. You guys were used to that number anyways. Here's a second edition, second run, because then you start to play with the market. You start to let the people have some fun again and try to figure it out and just make it into this huge game. And I feel like that's an easy way to do it. Let the people burn the stuff because you're already doing it in the back end anyways. Let them burn the stuff. Bring down these edition sizes. Bring down the number of things in the market. Stop draining the liquidity from the market, and then come out with your second edition whenever you need to, because you're running out of books that are golden age anyways, right? So like, why not start to cut this down, bring out the second edition, then you start to have those layers and layers and layers into the marketplace, and then people start to think, okay, I want this, but this one's first edition. I got this first edition of Avengers 4, and then there's a second edition of Marvel Comics 1. Like, what do I want here? What's better? That's the game people should start to play. And then if you ever do introduce trading, then you have even another layer that you can figure out. So I think that would be a lot of fun.
It'll definitely add layers to the project and the way you think and doing things. And the way that VV is thinking, and the way that we think that VV is doing things, that they're pumping out, man, all these drops. There's so many drops because they're preparing for the future. That's what we're thinking about. They're preparing for the future, for the mass adoption, for all these mints, and for everyone, because they want everyone to have it, right? But just like when I can see the vision. I can see what you're saying with VV and the second and the first and the third and the fourth edition. But I just feel like right now you are going to make a lot of people just like in the comments being like, Joe, stop. I don't want to hear this. Because they're getting bombarded with so many mints. Sure, let's burn them. But I don't want to hear about the second edition right now. They just can't comprehend it. But I understand what you're saying. But I don't think it's the time to say that. I think you're going to get people in the comments like, no, Joe, I can't believe it. Yeah.
How's it working right now for you guys in the market? All right, so let's figure out something to spice it up. That's what I got to say about that. But
okay,
I don't know. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear what you guys have to say. This is a fun conversation. Didn't really have a video idea. Just kind of spun it. Me and Bones were talking a little bit before, but then we just went off right now for 26 minutes talking about this one. So really, I think it's pretty interesting. I hope it sparks some debate. I hope a lot of people talk about this, and Cryptoys especially. Like, you guys have the opportunity now. You're not sold out. Like, cut it off, make everything else second edition. I think that's a great play.
Ooh, if they started cutting off these mints and saying that, okay, by this date, we are cutting these mints and we're burning everything else, that is going to be a game changer. And guess what? They can do that because...
I wouldn't even say burn it. Just change the packaging on the next ones.
Yeah, exactly. Or they'll just say they're going to cut it off and then they'll just continue it as like a second edition or like what you said. And yeah, that'll open up a whole new can of worms. And again, with the gamification and the different utilities and the different rewards, I think it'll be interesting. That's a great idea. Yeah.
And then okay, you're not revealing how many mints or whatever on Cryptoys, which is fine, cool. It's different than we're used to. But why even have a mint cap at that point? If once you say we're gonna cut it off here, then leave it open. Anyone who comes in the future, you're getting second edition. But first edition is reserved for the people who are early supporters. I feel like that might be something to help taste in people's mouths too for a lot of things.
See, and I feel like they could maybe you've cracked the code and they're like, Joe, I can't believe you're saying this. Like, this is what we thought about all along. But I feel like that's what they're doing with the hero tier, right? Like, so that's with hero tier would be like the first edition, and then the adventurer and the elites would be like the second and third edition. So that's what they're doing right now, I would think. Like, so that's like their kind of concept that they're going with.
I didn't even think of that. Yeah, so that'd be cool to see. Would it be like the exact same skins and stuff, you think? Or I think it would be less. No, it would be like a little bit less detailed, because I remember him comparing like Five Below and something that he bought a little bit more premium of a place. But I think it's a good conversation. Lots of people are gonna hopefully let me know their thoughts in the comments below. And guys, if you haven't already, make sure you go follow Bones on the Twitter. He's doing it. He's putting in work every day, 10 a.m. He's putting out a detailed post.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Actually, I don't want to. Yeah, I actually stopped doing at 10 a.m. I did it I had like a huge streak going on, but I stopped it. So I'm doing all random things now. But I'm always posting and looking.
He's active.
I'm active. I am active. So I don't do the 10 o'clocks anymore, but I'm active.
And he's in the Discord all the time. If we are not there to answer questions, he probably knows that answers better than we do anyway. So definitely make sure you're in the Discord and speaking to Bones whenever you have any questions about any project, he's on all of them. And don't forget, become a superstar, smash the subscribe button down below, hit the bell notification so you know whenever we post, whenever we go live. Tomorrow we should be doing a live stream. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it happens. And if you guys have any concerns, come in the comments, come up, talk to us. That's the place, time and place. Also, VIP membership, $2.99 a month. There is a giveaway at the end of the month. So if you want to get in your VIP membership, now is the perfect time. A couple days right before. You just squeeze right in there. But guys, thank you so much. Let us know in the comments what you think. And we'll see you in the next one. I love you. Bye.